Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. Judging by the thumbnail, you probably clicked on this video because you're struggling on where to start with Japanese. But trust me, I've been in your situation and gotten out of it. Now, a lot of people think that the first step into learning Japanese is to start with the two alphabets. That's partly correct, but first, you definitely need to find your motive before starting anything. This is so important because without a motive, you will end up giving up. If you're already learning Japanese, you most likely have a motive, but if you don't, your motive could simply be having a hobby, friends or family that know Japanese, traveling options, school reasons, and even social media opportunities. Once you've found your motive, you can move on to the next step. The next step is to learn the writing systems. This is hiragana and katakana. This is one of the most important steps as it will help you in the long run a lot, as a lot of flashcards, anime, reading, and writing involves hiragana and katakana. You won't need to know kanji just yet because it is useless until you know a wide range of vocabulary and phrases. A quick way to learn hiragana and katakana is using flashcards or utilizing apps that revolve around the alphabets. Let's move on to step 3. The next step is learning your vocabulary and grammar. These are the most important steps because without them, you literally cannot make a sentence in Japanese. If you didn't already know, vocabulary is the word and grammar is the particle. I would recommend looking up the most common used words in Japan and learning those first before anything else. Try learning each thing in subjects like food, colors, adjectives, nouns, and so forth. There are 6 particles in total. These are wa, wo, ni, de, ga, and mo. Each particle connects a sentence, and without them, your sentence won't come together and make sense. Once you've learned a decent amount of vocabulary and nailed down all the particles, you can move on to the next step. The next step is listening and speaking. You can do this with apps and podcasts. I recommend street interviews. They're super helpful for listening. Even if you don't understand it, you can still hear their everyday words. Another entertaining one is anime or even kids shows. There's a lot of shows like Chikawa or even Doraemon that kids in Japan watch to learn Japanese. I find kids shows really helpful as they have super simple words. Even if I don't understand them, it's super helpful to immerse and listen to pronunciation. For speaking, there's a lot of new AI apps where you can speak to a robot like you're on FaceTime. These are super helpful, but you may have to pay a high amount for a subscription. If you have made this far into the video, I'm so grateful, and comment a strawberry shortcake emoji so that I can recognize you. If this video has helped you learn Japanese, please follow and like. Following is free and I'm trying to build my platform bit by bit. Every follower means so much to me. Finally, let's jump into the last step. The final and hardest step is reading. I'm definitely one of the people who struggle with reading, but you get better and better as you learn. It's useful to know some basic kanji before starting your reading journey. There are some apps that focus in reading. One that I like is Todai, and they have reading programs for each level for free. This isn't a step, but make sure you have a study schedule. If you don't have a study schedule, it can get overwhelming and you lose progress easily, so make sure you have one. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If this helped you, please drop a follow. I can't wait to come with you guys on your Japanese journey. I hope this video was helpful. Comment a cat emoji if you made it to the end. Mata ne, I'll see you next time.